Hello.
Hello. How's it going, Gav?
Fucking wonderful.
Oh, mate, I've done all right today. 50 quid my first day out.
Good.
I've topped my rent up. That's seriously what I've done. Couldn't make it up, so. Right, next Friday, I will be training myself. There's 10 people going to join me. We're going to train ourselves and we link, because I've done this before. And we do it. Look, I've got my flags.
Yeah.
I'm having Extinction Rebellion.
All right.
Can I do you have any green tea?
As I said, keep the momentum going. I suppose I like to do this. Okay, so should we?
This is my.
I've got the music back on.
Pretty cool. They got the guns up. I'm not doing that many.
So basically, it's like when they were free, at one point it'll be guns on it and weed. Weed is free in the East, and then you pass it back on. It goes round yeah. It's the weed free in the East. Weed is free in the East.
$4.20. $4.20. Good time. $4.20.
So, apparently, just got someone to say it's 420. So, worldwide, there'll be, I would say, millions of people now celebrating cannabis.
Yeah, that's
freely.
it.
Why? Because the war on drugs is over in so many parts of this world now. We can celebrate freely with the holy tree of life. I have not seen policemen all day. Why? Because maybe they're actually sorting out or looking for crime. This is not a crime. So, we are now going to hold plant a pot seed for peace ceremony. For peace is the flower that grows within. Well, I've got that one as well.
Is that masculine?
Then it's
Should we take the dog for a walk?
I have another little word or two actually to say on the hypocrisy of the situation that I observe around me in the subject matter of cannabis and what is medical cannabis. We have this, what is called a Misuse of Drugs Act, which defines cannabis as a Class B, Schedule 1 drug, a drug deemed to not have medical value. However, Britain is the biggest exporter of medical cannabis in the world. Why? Because British Sugar grows cannabis for GW Pharmaceuticals. We've got a special license. It's not that cannabis doesn't have medical value. They don't recognise it unless it's they that's running the show, pretty much. And who's running the show? British Sugar, who grows it. The director is the husband to the current drug czar, who grow it for GW Pharmaceuticals. And the director of the share capital company, Capital Control Management or something, they are the majority shareholder, and the director is Peter May. It seems like a bit of an in-house monopoly to me, and what people can get on the national health isn't that which is grown in these greenhouses, where at least they're getting a soil connection and some sunlight. What they're getting is what's called bedrocan. Bedrocan is going in Holland under lights, hydroponically, chemically I wouldn't be surprised, but then definitely irradiated. So you can get radioactive cannabis on the NHS. That's what they call medical cannabis. This is natural cannabis. That's what I send a message out to the world in all directions. But we are free to grow this plant naturally. But we have a natural, innate, God-given, goddess-given right to goddess-given plants, and we're not consenting. I'm not consenting. It's time to rise up, grow the plant, and be free. Rise up, get up, grow the tree of life. Get up, grow the tree of life.
Give me some.
You've got seeds under your tongue? Yeah. You're ready to go? Okay, so what we're going to do is call in the 4 directions, and I'm going to ask, O Ganja goddess of the north, pray tell, is the weed free in the north?
Yes. Weed is free in the north. Weed is free. Freedom!
Weed is free in the north! Hallelujah! O Ganja goddess of the east, pray tell, is the weed free in the east?
Yes, it's free in the east.
The weed is free in the east! Hallelujah! Pray Ganja goddess of the south, is the weed free in the south?
Yes, weed is free in the south. We are free. Freedom!
Weed is free in the south! Hallelujah! Pray Ganja goddess of the west, is the weed free in the west?
Yes, the weed is free in the west.
The weed is free in the west! Hallelujah! So, we see that the are numbered. The children of fire have awakened, and we are free! Free for freedom! Magic in action, starting seeds of intention. May this awareness spread from here, the heart chakra of Mother Earth, but we are divine, sovereign beings with Goddess given rights. It's only for us to stand up and believe in oneself, one's true divine self. We do not have to consent to this treason, this crime of prohibition. The war on drugs is ended. Let's plant the tree rather than going to some dealer paying 10, 15 pounds a gram for mutant crackweed, please. Let us celebrate this plant naturally. I didn't actually put a date on there, but what for me I feel will be the fourth and final hemp-aid pop-up cannabis dispensary is going to take place here on Sunday the 5th of May after the Glastonbury road run. Why do it? Because there's lots of people in town, as we see here today. And it's also people have been running however many miles, they want a little bit of pain relief maybe, so they can squirt a bit of this out. Wow. This is the one where I've observed miracles, or similar. Third batch. On the first batch, the feedback I got, lady in a wheelchair, 5 years, couldn't stand up. One dose of this, and she's up and gardening within the hour.
Living the mystical exists in the now. This point in time is pivotal. As I meditate, I'm guided by my hidden tool. Solid state matrix, dizzle, the physical, invisible, unconscious. Forming my miracles, a riddle from the future. I'm rapping syllables, walking through the river. Distinction and vision, lights reflecting blasting rainbows, a crystalline prism. My heart beats and sings, spirits dance in the rhythm. Reality sliced, geometric precision. It is my God's given in the stars, it is written. The sky is my notebook, these rhymes, there's no limit. In your mind of mist, we're blessed with the present, the most precious gift. Time is of the essence, in the now we exist. This moment so precious, my metaphors adrift. Open your mind to the lessons. Sure it's heaven on earth, these days do pass. With a lifetime of learning, we're stable on the path. Exist in the present, the future and the past. At one with the Godhead, we're home at last. Like a blade of grass in the wind, shape shifting, ever evolving, dimension switching. The universe in my hands I'm holding. Parallel lifelines, infinite unfolding. Kaleidoscope and multicolour custom rolling. My mind's controlling the shapes that we're moulding. Brains overloaded, we're buying and decoding. Oh fuck, my mind's just exploding. Your mind of mist, we're blessed with the present, the most precious gift. Time is of the essence, in the now we exist. This moment so precious, my metaphors adrift. Open your mind to the lessons. Razor sharp, I'm wire, slice me up with laser beam, scorching, eat unbearable. Breaking skin at the scene, shifting multitude of shapes, manifesting my dreams. This language that I'm speaking, trying to work out what the words mean. Full spectrum colour, facing in and out of frequency. A strange feeling, creeping beings trying to steal my human genes. Capturing and cloning with the words, expressing what I'm seeing. Truth beyond the essence. Is there a significant meaning? Continue with this message as the fallen angels sweep me, flying high sky, straight with the whole world beneath me. So amazing as me, boundaries to what this world can teach me. Stronger than nothing can defeat me. Break the mind of mist. We're blessed with this present, the most precious gift. Time is of the essence, in the now we exist. This moment so precious, my metaphors adrift. Open your mind to the lesson. many complexions. Soul searching which direction. She caressed me with the sweetest affection. Light as a feather on my skin, no tension. Shine so bright like an angel, no mention. Such pure love has answered my questions. I'm stuck in the jail cell, I can't wait to break free. Come back home to my gal and my baby. Doing it this time properly, not maybe. This time God knows no one can save me. The only thing that could raise me from this hell is the love for my lady. And it's funny cause the paradox is that it's the same love that could break me. The system treats us in ways that despise, demonize, exercise their third eye enterprise. Masses oversized while plans get devised. Pyramid structures begin to capsize. Synchronize ripple effects that take place. Minimize triple your bets and make fate as your destiny's reflecting straight back in your face. Many corners we have taken, but now I'm on the straight and narrow, blade sharp, just like a bow and arrow. No need for witches or wizards to read my tarot. My sanity flew off with Captain Jack Sparrow. Brains in a pickling jar, racing the wheelbarrow. Starlight, travelling, DMT and LSD, unraveling the questions of the universe. You see one ecstasy filled with 2 drops of Lucy. My visions get divided in sacred geometry, in line with mathematics and cosmology. I'm split through the multiverse, blinded through the galaxy, pleading for my people to listen to my testimony. Losing my reality led me to my sanity. I'm praying to the gods to realign my soul with gravity. Equal shares a piece of love, I make up my recipes. The roads that we take, they lead us to my destiny. I've come to the size of the person I'm meant to be. Stuck in the jail, so I can't wait to break free. Come back home to my girl and my baby. Doing it this time properly, not me. This time God knows no one can save me. The only thing that raised me from this hell was the love for my lady. But it's funny cause the paradox is that it's the same love that could break me. Stuck in the jail so I can't wait to break free. Come back home to my girl and my baby. Doing it this time.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Here for the cosmic what? Cosmic. Sometimes does spoken word as well, poetry. Later. I'm gonna keep it rolling on a few. So, Kev the poet. Spent a lot of time being Glastonbury a lot. As Ash put it, big names in the poetry what? What flows from the words of Kev the poet.
Gratitude, how are we all? Happy 420. Are you having a lovely time in the sunshine? Share it with me. Are you having a lovely time in the sunshine? Glad to hear it. I thought it was a happy synchronicity that 420 happened during the Extinction Rebellion's uprising, shall we call it. So I'd like to share a poem that's new, so I've got to read it. I haven't memorised it yet. I'd like to share a poem that's both ecological and pro-hemp. And it's pro-hemp in a less than just blazing it sense. Anyway, you'll get it. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever, we're all in it together, whatever the weather. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever, we're all in it together, whatever the weather. Exile demand the government tell the truth and declare a climate emergency, save the youth. Pass targets to reduce carbon emissions and form a citizens' assembly to implement systems. But carbon's not the only pollutant. Ice caps melting, sea levels rising. Is carbon tax a solution? It's time for humanity to ascend through humility, not through humiliation, but through love vibration. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Maybe change our whole infrastructure to renewable energy. If you hurt Mother Earth, you are your own enemy. Maybe replace oil-based plastics with biodegradable hemp plastic. As hemp swaps carbon for oxygen, it saves us all. Meanwhile, they create rogue states and excuses to take their oil. We need more O2 in the air and more nutrition in the soil. Let humanity ascend through humility, not through humiliation, but through love vibration. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. How do we boycott or blockade those who tax for economic sanctions and foreign aid? The military-industrial complex still on that colonizer flex, and the mainstream media still blatantly deceiving you into funding and dying in wars for profit. If you know history, you can predict like a prophet who they'll next go to war with. Watch out for Venezuela. Why did we bother with the Chilcot inquiry if they only want to vote between more warmongers that lie to me? Solutions? Building connections and heart-to-heart levels, spreading education and information with the bass and treble, changing hearts and minds on a local level, spreading the love with the bass and the treble, focus resources and energies there. We all walk our own path but walk with others who share more productive ways of thinking, being, achieving, manifesting, believing, magic. A sustainably fun time in love's what we're needing. An evolution of consciousness is what we're seeding. A revolution in consciousness is what I'm seeing. Not inciting, rioting, but speaking into being. Maybe change our whole infrastructure to renewable energy. If you hurt Mother Earth, you are your own enemy. Maybe replace oil-based plastic with biodegradable hemp plastic. As hemp swaps carbon for oxygen, it saves us all. Let humanity ascend through humility, not through humiliation, but through love vibration. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Thank you. It sounds like some of you might be up for singing along. Are some of you up for singing along?
You're free to grow the tree. You're free. You're free. You're free to grow the tree. You're free. You're free. You're free to grow the tree. You're free. You're free. You're free to grow the tree. Bless you, man.
I just watched it though. Oh, you're just watching it.
More will come.
Oops, Joel.
So is Kate then? Well, we're going to do this poem and then eat the cake. Fly high, high on cannabis, following my bliss. For my bliss is cannabis. I love it oh so very much, for it's oh so very good for me. It feeds me, clothes me, heals me, shelters me, loves me. Loves you as I love you too. For I am love as are you. Love. Love. Flowing from my heart centre to the galactic core, and then back again down into our dear Mother Earth, deep down into her belly, and then back again into my heart centre, ever flowing back and forth, love expanding everywhere, touching the hearts and souls of all beings with the love of the Mother, with the love of the Father, with divine Creator. We are one. And I give thanks for this experience of being human. Soul awakening to the I that I am, but I am that. I am love, divine love. Infinite possibilities, no limitations, action stations, my brothers and sisters. It's time to ascend into the light, or melt into the, makes you melt. Tangent. Oh gosh, I didn't go a bit tangential. It's time to melt into the ocean of love. And well, let's do it. Let's eat some cake and melt into the ocean of love, and I'll meet you there in the ocean of love. All souls connected in the ocean of love. For we are home. We are free. Slight tangent there with the poem. wasn't used to it. So yeah, it's not melting. So yes, as we share the cake, who's here for round one? Yeah. First melt. So who's here for the second melt? And who's here for both?
There's a lady in the background.
Good. Someone knows there's quite a buzz going around town today. Yeah, what about an ounce of hash is being shared out?
That's the 5G, that's the 5G.
So yeah, Dagan, Rosie, known these guys for a very long time, not sure, 20 plus years I'm sure. Same year, 67 years ago. We were both, well I was born, I would say, conceived on the era, or the year actually, that was to see the biggest increase of cannabis and LSD use. But really it was the acid and the DMT that did it for me, for actually breaking through the fear barrier that made me walk into police stations having rung up the police to offer myself arrest. That wasn't cannabis that inspired me to do that, that was DMT. Why am I talking about that? Because actually maybe that's the next level of consciousness expansion that we need to be looking into so we can actually wake up to just how epically divine we are. Until then, we'll have a amazing night. Hallelujah. Hem, hem, hooray! Hem, hem, hooray! Hem, hem, hooray! The weed is free! Hallelujah!
That's the same ones that he carved in there. It fucking
Nice
is.
in one day, in 1 week anyway. Wow.
Everybody's so happy.
Yeah, it's been glorious. We've been over in the Abbey.
Silly happy. Yeah.
Oi! Ow! Oi!
I thought I can't walk past there, there's a chair there, so I went that way around. I didn't even look at you. I didn't even look at the people. Tommy?
No, just that one. Thank you, man. Thank you.
What? What?
Throwing it all over there.
No, it wasn't.
Keep it away!
Start on me, woman. Give him right white town buggy, not the other white now.
Let's go in the street, and we're blowing the heat. If you can't I come forth one pound, sit it all free. We can